Hello everyone and welcome again, in one of our lessons always, about written expression. Now after dealing with the sentence structure, components, parts and so on, today we'll start a new series of lessons, alright, which concern the mechanics, of the language. Mechanics of the language. Of course, by mechanics we mean first capitalization, punctuation and so on. So today we'll start with the capitalization. Now of course you know that when we capitalize a word, here we tend to distinguish it from the other words. It means it's a kind of, if you can say, referring to the distinction of this word. It is not a common word like the others. It is, either different from them in terms of importance, in terms of, use within the language and so on. So, when we talk about capitalization, of course, we need to clarify, two types of letters. Two types of letters. We have what we call capital letter, clear, or uppercase letter. These are synonyms, clear. And we have, on the other hand, the common letters we write, small ones, which are called lowercase. Lowercase, clear. Number I write Ralph. The R is a capital letter, and A, L, F are written in lowercase. Clear, lowercase. So these are terms we need to know from the beginning of the lesson to agree upon that and to continue together in this lesson without any confusion. Good. Now when it comes to capitalization in English, of course we have two styles. We have the common writing we use in our sentences, paragraphs and texts, clear, and essays and so on. And we have, the titles, alright, or the headlines. The headlines. Now here, the rules of capitalization differ between, titles and the common, sentences we write. The common sentences we write. That's why we have two styles or two cases in capitalization. The first one is called the title case or headline style. Second one is called the sentence style or case. So let's start with the first one. Number one, we have title case. Or also it's called, in some other books of grammar and writing, headline style. And also we have the second style, which is sentence case or style. Now the first style concerns only titles, headlines, captions, clear, and so on, either of newspaper articles, titles of books, titles of movies, titles of captions and so on, clear. Second one concerns, the common cases we have, in our ordinary sentences. Now let's start detailing the first, case or style of the titles and headlines. And let's start with this example. Let's write this title, for instance. Immigration. Immigration. In the United States and Africa. And Africa. Now here we have this title as an example. Now here, of course, the common rule always, okay, with capitalization is that we must always capitalize the first word, okay, in a sentence. Alright. Now this rule also is applied here with the titles. It means we must always capitalize the first word even in titles. How about the other words? Immigration, in. I have in. Should we capitalize in or not? Let's see. The. What's in first? In, it is a what? A preposition. Preposition. Good. The. What's the here? The is an article. Article. Then United States and Africa. And is what? A conjunction of coordination. Now, as you see here, if you notice this title, you see that we can say two categories of words. We have main words, or what we call content words, main words, and we have, okay, also these small ones, which are, we can say, function words. Clear? Function words. And they are mainly prepositions, articles, and conjunctions here of coordination. Now the rule says, when you capitalize a title, you must, okay, capitalize all the words. It means provide all the words, okay, of the title with the uppercase form. Clear? It means capital letters, except three elements, which are prepositions and articles, and also conjunction of coordination. These should always keep the lowercase form. They mustn't be capitalized. But for the others, we always capitalize them. Okay, immigration, United States and Africa. Clear? And Africa. So whenever we have a title, we must capitalize all the words of the title except prepositions, the articles, whether definite, okay, like a or an, or indefinite like the, and also the conjunction of coordination also mustn't be capitalized. They always keep the lower case form. Go. For instance, we write preparations for the exams. Let's consider this piece of writing as our title. Here we have preparation for the exams. So the rule says what? I must capitalize all the words except what? Prepositions, articles, and conjunctions of coordination. Here I have preposition as a normal and common word. For here is what? It is a preposition. So it must keep the lowercase form. It mustn't be capitalized. The is also an article. Clear? That's why it mustn't, okay, be capitalized. It keeps the lowercase form. Exams is a common word, main word, that should be capitalized. And like this, we have capitalized, okay, our title correctly. Clear? Correctly. as required according to the norms of capitalization. Good. But there is an exception with these three principles. So, we said we in titles we capitalize on the main words except number one, prepositions. Number two, articles. Clear? I mean a or an or the. And number three, we have what? Conjunctions of coordination. It means the conjunction of subordination should be also capitalized. Clear? Should be also capitalized. But in case these elements come at the beginning of a title, for instance, I write the old man and the sea, and of mice and man. Here I have two, titles for famous American novels. The first is written by Ernest Hemingway, second is written by John Steinbeck. Now, do we apply the same rule here to these examples? Let's see. Here we have a kind of contradiction. We have the, which is an article, and we said the, like the other two elements, mustn't be capitalized when it is in a title. But, the rule also, has an exception, and says these elements, when they are in the middle or at the end of the title, they mustn't be capitalized, yes, but in case they come initially, it means at the beginning of the title, here we must capitalize them. We must capitalize them. Clear? Look here, they come in the middle. Cross, cross, and cross here also, because they are in the middle. That's why we don't capitalize them. Here in the middle, but in case they come at the beginning, initially, of a title, we must capitalize them. So here we write what? The old, a common word, man, main word, and is a conjunction of what? Coordination, and it's in the middle. So here it mustn't be capitalized. It keeps lowercase. The also, it is what? In the middle. Alright, not at the beginning. That's why it will keep also the lowercase, and it mustn't be capitalized. C is the main word. Capitalize it. Clear? Here, this title starts with what? A preposition, which comes at the beginning. So here, it's the first word in the title. That's why it must be capitalized. We write of mice, capitalize, clear, and it's in the middle. Alright, and man, it's a main word, common word, that's why it should be capitalized in this title. Alright, in this title. So here, we continue the rule and we write, in titles, we capitalize all words, or the main words, except prepositions, articles, and conjunctions of coordination. We add little exception and we write here, except if they what? occur initially. It means at the beginning of the title, okay, these elements should be always capitalized. Should be always capitalized. As you see, okay, the first style of titles is very simple and easy. Okay, whenever you find any title, capitalize all words. Okay, except these three elements, if they are in the middle or at the end. Alright, now in case the title starts with one of these elements, we capitalize them also besides the other main words of this title. Thank you so much, and see you in the second part of this lesson about sentence style of capitalization.